Hey, what's up?
All your favorite artists.
Check it out.
Say my name.
DJ Khaled.
This is Mila J.
Bruno Mars.
On hot7025fm.com.
It's your main man, 360 the Poet from the Morning Wood. And are you looking for the perfect drink? Well, you found it. Mimosa Royale is the perfect combination of California sparkling white wine and natural juice that is both tasty and refreshing. No artificial colors or flavors, no sugar added, and it's gluten-free. As the world's first ready-to-drink mimosa, Mimosa Royale is perfect for any occasion, day or night. You no longer have to drink 12 of those seltzers just to get that perfect buzz. At 8% alcohol, Mimosa Royale is the perfect drink to party with. Offered in a variety of flavors and sizes, you are bound to find a Mimosa Royale that you'll love. We have berry, mango, apple, and orange, with more flavors to come. Mimosa Royale is the most award-winning flavored wine that serves in bottles or cans. You can find them online at drinkmimosa.com or find them at your local liquor store. Ask for it by name. Mimosa Royale.
Keep your radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip-hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows live 24/7 on hot7025fm.com.
What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Yes, it is me, your girl, Miss Connie, again for another episode of Levels of Intimacy, the Naked Truth. Yes, guys, come on in here. I am ready for you. I have great content, and I also have a returning guest because I know that we can't cram all of this great information into one episode. So I have two guests that you will see here more than a few times because there's definitely information to be given and definitely a story to be told, and I am creating that platform right here along with my girl Icarice. I'm at Hot 702.5 FM radio. This is the hottest station in town with the riskiest conversations. So today, you already know, it's hump day. It's wig off Wednesday, but guess what? It's a latch hook kind of day. You see me out here with all this hair. Everybody like, honey, I didn't even know that was you. It's me. I switch up. You know, that blonde, I be starting stuff. So I have to make sure that I show up differently so you never know when I'm coming exactly. But yeah, grab your cocktails or your spring water, okay? Because it definitely should be a little bit of detoxing going on here because I know you ate a lot last month. You're planning on eating a little bit more this month. And then you want to put on a teeny tiny outfit at the end of the year. Girl. But let me tell you something. I do not sell weight loss. I do not promote exercise and health. But what I'm always into, what I always talk about, what I am constantly selling, what I am constantly pushing, okay, is that magical thing called the yoni. Yes. So what I can do is I can service you from the ritter to the titter. Okay. That's my girl you hear in the background. Once again, we want to welcome Yashawn into the building. Hey, and if you have not seen her here before, I will make sure that she introduces herself again. Let them know who you are, Yashawn, and where they can find you on social media, as well as your location before we get into our conversation.
Hey y'all, so again, my name is Yashawn. I am a yoni steaming practitioner. I am your board certified holistic health practitioner. We are with the American Association of Drugless Practitioners, and we are located on 2595 South Cimarron. And we'd love to see you guys at the yoni steaming spot, and we do help with weight loss over here.
Okay, listen, it's a package deal. All I'm saying is somebody told me yesterday, I said, oh my God, I'm getting so thick. I'm trying to create reels. I'm looking at myself. I'm overanalyzing myself. And my friend said, don't nobody want no bones.
No.
Go get that quesadilla, Connie.
They want the thickums snickums over there, okay?
It's cold outside. I got to put some meat on these bones, baby.
Well, cover up, but still feeling good and confident.
Yeah. Okay. Well, speaking of cover up, I am in that hypersensitive age, and I do have a birthday coming up. Hey, heart me, heart me, heart me, shout me out. I am a Capricorn like Jesus. Yes.
That's a new one. I haven't heard nobody say that.
Yes. What? Well, you haven't really known a true Capricorn in her power. And I want you guys to pay very, 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 very close attention to me because I have a lot of things going on. And I shall not have my light dimmed. Mm-hmm. Okay? By no level of nonsense.
Yes.
Okay? So I am approaching that tender age of 25 backwards. Because I'm hearing, stop saying how old you are, Connie. So that's what I'm going to start saying. I'm 25 backwards.
25 backwards. I like that.
Right.
Make people do some math.
Yeah. They're going to be like, what? Okay, you don't read. I'm not interested in you. But yes, I am approaching that 25 backwards stage in my life. I am definitely more interested in hanging with the younger generation because you guys are full of a plethora of information and not so programmed. You know what I'm saying? So once again, if you haven't, I will again introduce my business associate in the Yoni Steam. She's actually my educator. Okay. She is teaching me how to become a Yoni Steam facilitator. Mm-hmm. I don't think so much practitioner. It's just too much writing and reading for me. The glasses are thick enough with me trying to read a 14 font. I cannot keep constantly looking down. I have killed the retina making parts and braids and weaves. Oh, now you want me to put my glasses on? They want me to put my glasses on, but they just told me that I was over here looking like Urkel.
No,
when I get to my paper, when I get to my paper, I'm going to put those glasses on. I don't care what nobody say because every year something is slightly slipping here. Last year, I think it was hearing because I'm noticing myself always saying what? And I never like to say what, but now I have to be like, I don't want to say, I didn't hear you because it's such a long thing. And then you almost missed the thought because then people say, what? And I'm like, I didn't hear you. And they're like, what part? None of it.
None of it.
So if I just say what right in the middle, then you tend to stop and can kind of catch up. But now, yeah, I can't hear you. I really don't. My brain is full. So I'm not even really listening to anything you're talking about because there's so much going on in my own mental brain. But hence, yes, the eyesight is slipping.
I don't know if your hearing is slipping. I don't know about that.
Maybe it's selective.
I was going to say that. It just might be a little selective on what's relevant to you right now.
You're right, because I don't want to hear no nonsense. I had to tell somebody that the other day, like, please don't call me with all your problems. I'm so full of solutions that I'm fresh out of problem compartment. So if you're not calling me for a solution to the problem, definitely don't call me and talk my head off about the problem. And then it was about a dead-end relationship. So I'm definitely not the person you called about a dead-end relationship. And what I will say is these glasses are not for looking at people. They are for looking at words because you seem close but far. And I can't even really see you in focus. But I can see these words on this piece of paper. Great. So I'm not going to keep talking mess. I'm going to get down to the subject of things because Christmas is coming up. You guys are wanting presents. You guys are starting relationships. You at the holiday party finding out that your coworker's super cool because you guys had a few cocktails and went outside. Oh, you smoke? Oh, I didn't know you smoke. Oh, you watch Game of Thrones? Oh, we go together. Now we in this stupid type of relationship where we didn't really get to know each other. And it's time for you to you've engaged in things way too fast, and now here comes your cycle and you're trying to figure out what does that smell. It's you. Mm-hmm. It's you. Your pH is off.
Yes. Yes.
So let's talk about it, like real talk. I like to say a lot of people have been asking me because I'm on this Yoni thing, and I'm like, at first it made sense with the bedroom candy. Mm-hmm. Okay. Then it made sense because I had a womb. Okay. It's like, okay, womb healing, Connie, yay. But I started this process years ago, like I mentioned before, with the pearls. And now it's come to a part where not only am I educating myself just on the platform of coming here and talking and engaging with the larger audience, like, hey, you better know what you're talking about.
Right.
Like, you into journalism now. Do not come in here giving false information.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, know what you're talking about. You cannot just chat GPT, copy, paste, and talk. You cannot do that. Only if you got the subscribe version. But the free version is going to have you set up looking stupid. Okay?
Yes.
I keep talking about that. But definitely, it has assisted me in so many different levels. Like, I just had a conversation with my mother about postpartum, you know, and having adult children. And I talk to so many people who have children and they don't understand why they don't like them, or there's tension. And even some of my clients who have physically lost their children, you are still in postpartum. There is no time limit to postpartum. Yeah. So if you have a child that is present, it doesn't matter if you're 100 and he's 50. If there is something going on, your womb is going to feel pain. You know what I'm saying? So I like to explain that the vagina is for the doctor.
Yes.
Okay. The hygiene is for you. We are the womb healers. We connect those two things: your mind, your body, your energy, your spirit, and how you create these vibrations. So this is what Yoni is really all about. Like, what's going on with your cycle?
Yes.
What's going on with your pH? What's going on with your mind of how you feel about your body when you look at yourself? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So today, because you guys are going to see Yashawn on more than a couple of episodes, because we're going to create the beginning of 2025 Womb Wednesday, where we have these in-depth conversations about what's going on. And guess what, men? Unless you're sleeping with other men, you still need to know about wombs. But guess what? It's not always about women. That's what everybody like. Connie, you always talk about the women. So today we had the opportunity. We did a few clients today, but we had a gentleman today. He was coming out of a traumatic relationship. Yeah. He was my client, and I was just telling him about it, and he was like, well, how come men can't do this? And I'm like, you know what? You can, you know? He was like, yo, I was dealing with this crazy girl. Like, men really do want to be in love and in relationships. Yeah. But we have come to this, what is the word I want to say? It's like an instant gratification. If it's like, it don't work, we actually have too many options. And I've always been a person that like options, but now it's like, well, you got way too many options, kind of like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So we become very dismissive about how we dealing with people and dealing with things. And a lot of that does have to do with internal work as well as external. So it's not a man or woman thing, it's a human thing. So just I told the guy, like my client, hey, yeah, we can do that. So I told my educator here, and you know, how did you and him have that conversation? Because I sent the consult over to her because I'm still in school. Hey, I'm still in school. So I'm like, I'm concerned about undercarriage. Yes. You know, yes, so you do have to be cognizant of undercarriage. So I'm like, wait a minute. Although we do have the thrones, so it's not like a homemade at your house. No. We didn't cut a hole in it. No, there are thrones that
professional chairs.
Yes,
thrones. Yes.
So break that down for everybody.
So the throne itself is a full chair with a full back covering you so that you can lean back and sit comfortably. And the seat is like a toilet seat, or you can put a cushion there instead, and it will go ahead and hold your weight comfortably. So it does not matter your size. We want it to make sure that everyone can sit comfortably. So don't worry about if you feel like your buttocks is too big, or if you feel like you're overweight. We will still be able to work with you. Now, for gentlemen, it's going to be the exact same process. You're going to wear more of a turban style from the waist down, or you can choose to cover up. Some men do want to cover up from the chest area down. You don't have to wear the gown. So we do make sure that you're comfortable and you do feel like a king.
Yes. And everything is sanitary and washed. So my client today, he got a nice body, so he wanted to show his chest, and we were like, well, it's still a chair, so we wanted to be covered up. So we gave him the waist wrap. Mm-hmm. So that's how that went. But just to talk about that consultation with him coming out of a relationship and just trying to understand, like, he like, listen, I want kids and I don't want no crazy baby mama.
So the first thing we need to address is your emotional standpoint. Where are you at as a man? Are you emotionally intelligent? Have you figured out what you do and don't like about, different women? And what type of women are you attracting? How many STDs have you contracted, if any? And the reason why we're asking these types of questions is because we do need to know about your health in the general area. So your genitals are sacred. And if you've had your whole stage, or if you're coming out of that, then we need to detox you, and we need to make sure that this wife that you want, you're willing to clean yourself. You're willing to hydrate your body. You're willing to manscape. You're willing to make sure that you're moisturizing, because all those things do matter for the women's pH balance.
Cordy Coward, hey, thank you for tapping in, Cordy, in our comment. You know what, guys? If you have any questions, definitely call in 702-551-5261. If you have any questions. Cordy Coward wants to know, what ages can you start treatments? I think for boys and girls. So
for young boys, I don't find it 100% necessary under the age of 18 if they're not sexually active. Now, if a young man is experiencing swelling, irritation, or itching, and you've already started grooming your son or teaching him how to groom himself in that area, then a steam may be necessary for his pores, ingrown hairs, and then we can talk maybe teenage. We don't typically steam anyone who's less than about 13 years old unless they're menstruating as early as about 9 or 10 years old. Then if they're having those severe cramps, it may be necessary, but we do want to work with doctors for vaginal health care as well to make sure it's nothing cancerous going on.
Yes. Okay. So to answer that question, even in this audience over here, so yoni steaming is not suggested for anyone who is not sexually active in the male gender but these kids starting early though.
They are. Yes.
So you said 18, but honey, listen.
Well, I mean, and so will we accept teenagers who parents are unaware of them being sexually active with some sexual concerns? Yes.
Say that one more time.
So if they're a teenager and they have some sexual concerns, we will have a consultation with them and talk with them, because if they're not going to go to their parents, then we're the next advocates to help them go see a local center about what's going on with the discharge, because men get discharged too. Mm-hmm. And so we want our young boys to get protected very soon. And that's the problem with our male community, is they're not getting the information they need because they don't want to go to their parents.
So we
they're
like
being
the new
sneaky.
Planned Parenthood, huh? Without the drugs.
Yeah. Then a holistic option, because we give resources, and that's the advocacy part of things.
Okay. So, no, that was deep. And you know, what's crazy is I always, as a stylist, I just had a conversation with one of my younger clients, and it was so crazy because she is not of African descent. You know, I work in a very diverse salon, so I deal with all kind of people. And so she was sitting, she was like, "Can I tell you something?" And I'm like, "You can tell me anything."
Right.
You know, and she was like, "Yeah, I know someone should tell my mom." And I was like, "Well, I'm glad that you're talking to someone, because it seems like you need to get it out." Because it was like hecka random. You know, is it a fear to be that age? What do you mean? I don't understand. Call in Oyella 702-551-5261. They're saying, is it a fear? I'm not sure.
It's not that it's a fear. It's just we don't want to mess with adolescence too early. Mm-hmm. We want to let the body have a chance to do what the body needs through puberty. Okay. That's why our main concern is when they're becoming sexually active. That intercourse kind of changes the game.
Yeah. So she says, do you offer couple? Yes, we do offer couple treatments for healing in the relationship. And if so, how does that process work? We do offer couples healing. We actually have up to 4 chairs in the facility right now.
Yes.
So we do encourage events or small groups, and definitely couples. It could be a date night. It could be a couples night. So it could be you and your man or woman and their friend. So, you know what I'm saying? You guys because men sometimes need another man.
Yes.
And the only reason our guy did it today, because he was hecka comfortable with me. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, yo, I'm listening to you, Connie. Like, because what I do realize about the 30-year-old, 40-year-old, they want to be better. They don't want to be their parents. They don't want to be me. And it's successful. My kids don't want to be me. They like, girl, I do not want to be like you. Like, you work all day. Like, you're ridiculous to me. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just so crazy how we think that we want to, our children to emulate us, but they're aiming to be better. And sometimes we do have to be careful of how we are criticizing their processes. Yeah. So I'm here for that. And I was like, dang, I wonder what my son, they gonna be like, what? Yo, go ahead on, Ma. Like, don't start. You had us selling bedroom candy. Now we got to do it. Yo, these things.
So I will say majority of our men begin to come after their women have came about 2 or 3 times.
So what about the couple thing?
So the couples, yes, we absolutely steam couples, which we do have a promotion for $270 right now for
That's a good
couples.
deal, guys. $270 promotion couple when we normally do $170 per person.
$170 per person.
So
yes.
Yeah.
So your goal as a couple is when you're coming in is one, you're detoxing together and you're releasing together. That's the first important thing. You're both being steamed, clean, and it's kind of like a reset. Like, all right, we're starting over. Cool, we can go home. Kumbaya. And it increases the libido for both men and women. So it brings that attraction. You feel good. You know that you just cleaned up your body. You're hydrated. Oh, man, the moisture.
Because once you on your yoni.
Yes.
Once you on your yoni, like, oh, my God. I just want to put a stamp on here. I'm a grandmother. Because once you on your yoni, everybody want to be on your yoni.
Yes.
They do.
They do.
Because I swear, I'm like, I've always been... I feel like a light. Like, you don't know me, but you're going to know me. If I enter this room, you're going to know what's going on with me. But now there's an essence. I watch people watch me now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They just like,
it's different.
Oh, she on her yoni.
They look at you more in a goddess sense. And you get a different kind of respect when you say, no, I take care of my entire being. And so that's what men gain when they come. They start to look at women differently because, wait a minute, I done paid to go sit on a pot to steam my genital areas to cleanse myself. I'm not just sleeping with anybody because I can't go back for about 2 to 3 months.
Exactly. So explain that real quick. We kind of know what's going on with the women when they're doing the cleansing. So we do offer a different, a couple of sets of blends for the men. So let's give the man a platform right now. So name the blends and some of the herbs that we use and purpose driven.
So for a lot of the men, the main purpose for men is to release, relax, because for them, their scrotum is a quick and easy way to relax their nervous system. So we want to use things like turmeric, ashwagandha. We want to use burk root. We want to use, you can also use burdock. We have one that has burdock, which is going to be in the trauma blend. And
when you speak of trauma in a man, what are we speaking about? A domestic violence situation or sexual assault?
Both. Domestic violence, sexual assault, and then also mentally. With men, it's going to be more of a mental detox because there's not much that's coming out of a man unless he's going through something specific that's happening in their actual.
Okay. I'm sorry because I just thought about something and I want to say this before I forget because I wasn't thinking about it this deep. This is what I love about this whole lane I'm in right now. I literally had a conversation with a gentleman the other day and he was drinking in the bar, those spirits. And he just really was talking about his wife and and I didn't know him, so I wasn't out with him. So do not come for me because I will pick your ass up in an Uber XL. Okay. He was sitting in the bar next to me and he was just like, yo, are you married? And I was like, no, I don't really have it. No, I'm not. And he was like, yeah, you're lucky. And I was like, well, why am I lucky?
Right.
And he was like, because it's just a lot, man. He was like, it's just a lot. And he started to, and I'm used to people coming up to me just having crazy conversations. And he was like, yo, I got a great wife. Like, I have beautiful children, but it's a lot. like all these people depending on me and I'm broken. And I was like, whoa, okay, this is spirit driven. I was like, so what is, so you're broken. So here we are on our path of healing, because first of all, just like any type of 12-step program, you have to admit what is going on in order to transition into a healing stage. So he says, I'm broken. And the more he drank, then he started to conversate and talk about how he was 30 years old. I want to make a note of that. How when he was 3, he was sexually molested.
Wow.
And this uncle is still a part of the family. And he had to go and be a part of a family reunion. He was Latino descent. And he was just like, it was a trigger. And I think that he had masked the hurt and pain
for so long.
But I think like there must have been some power this man was holding over him, because he was literally having a panic attack because he knew he had to become he had to be in the presence of his attacker.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And put this mask on and be tough for the kids and be tough for the wife. And it's like, when do I get to really be this kid and for somebody to come and save me? I hope to God that nothing happened, because and it was such a deep thing. But now as I'm listening to you and I'm like, damn, I should like, hey, yo, let's go get a yoni steam like right now.
Yeah.
Like seriously, you know what I'm saying? But I was just like, hey, you're gonna have to pray for the demons. You know, it's never too late to tell your story.
Yeah.
You see people on TikTok all day. You see people on Instagram. You see people overall. And people are like, why would they come on here and tell their business? Because sometimes
it saves a life.
It's what you gotta do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The people who know you don't listen. But you will find 17,000 people who don't know you, who will sit and listen to your entire story. That is a level of healing. And then let's put a check to it. But then now it's all over the place. And, you know, now you got to deal with that.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? It's just like, sheesh, you know, what do we do? But just thinking about that, because I was thinking about the gentleman today. He simply just wanted a family and kids. Like, I just want to get my life together. I've been to college. I play sports. I kind of did slam dunk, scrambled a few eggs. I just want to make sure, you know what I'm saying, that I'm going to be tired by the time I get to her.
Right, right. And that, I mean, wearing yourself out for the things that you think is going to make you happy is literally setting yourself up for failure. Waiting to do all of the things that you think is most important. Like men who think that finding your wife at the end of the road to settle down with your children at the end of the road is why you're seeing older men who are lonely and don't have the family that they thought they would have because you thought sitting home was enough. Y'all didn't go anywhere and do anything when the family wants to experience this with you. I mean, yes, the memories are great as a single individual. You should have your single life, but what is your plan when you're settling down from a single life? Have the different modes. Okay, I'm a single man who's doing single activities, and now I want a family and I want to do family activities.
And not even just that role. At my age, and this is why I love it, because we could piggyback off these conversations, because we're dealing with people at different stages. So now my age group, the children are gone. You've been such in a mode of trying to build and get these kids out of here. We pillow talk about the kids, but now the kids got kids and the kids ain't thinking about us. And now it's just you and this person. And now you and this person don't have anything in common. Yeah. You did not prepare to be in a room together alone, you know, like before. And then you're like, oh, we can go back to when we first met. No, because now he has high cholesterol. You going through menopause. Girl, you looking crazy without the wig on. You not as quite sexy. And that's not what it's all about. Right. But you know what I'm saying? We have to take into consideration what is called self-care.
Yes.
Which is what our show was about today. Self-care, hygiene. This is what my platform, the naked truth. When you take it all off, what's going on? Is it you know what I'm saying? You know, and I say quirky, funny things, but it's real. Like, you can't be stinking under the covers.
Yeah. I mean, and think about it. As a couple, if you're trying to find new ways to be intimate, a restaurant is not going to do it for you.
A restaurant is not going to do it.
It doesn't matter how much money you spend on it and how many you go to. Yeah. How many you go to. It's still the same experience. Yes. Might taste different, might look different, but it's the same thing. You go home and you might as well have Netflix and chill as a couple.
Yeah.
come steam together.
Yeah.
Release together.
And that Netflix and chill could be taken to a whole nother level with a good foot massage, with a yoni steam, with a questionnaire, with a game, with an intentional couples game. Like relearn each other. But if you don't have that partner, this is what I said the other day, as a single woman, we always like, I talk to so many older single crazy ladies like, like you gotta be seriously kind of like a superhero if you're gonna date an older woman, because she's about to take you through it. Okay, because I'm gonna get on your whole entire nerves. And it's not on purpose, it's just kind of like what's going on. I'm a little bit loopy right now, right? But you can't sit and complain about somebody doing something for you that you're not doing for yourself.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So at this age of self-care, I don't really want fingernails. I don't want it. I cling too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want fingernails. I do keep a pedicure because I do keep my foot in the lap or two. That's my part of dating. Like, I need a nice little foot massage. But definitely be ready.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're the only person looking at yourself naked, be excited about that.
Right.
Be excited about what is packaged.
And like you said, with the game cards, we offer the game cards at the Yoni Studio where you can get steamed and you guys can play together to get to know one another, but also finding those small intimate ways like touching, like you said, these stones that you have, the hot stones. That's something you should be doing for each other more often.
And I mean, I even saw a couple like greasing scalps, and as a hairdresser, I'd always say don't grease scalp, but if it's some sexy type of romantic thing, and you get ready to shampoo it. But really, we do not want to be clogging pores, greasing scalps, ladies. That is not what we do. We want to handle ends, not scalp. The oil, our scalps produce oil. But but I'm just saying, still, even to yourself, like I had some girlfriends come over the other day and they was like, we were supposed to kick it, and I was like, listen, I'm looking at myself on video. I need a facial. Like, and they're like, oh, well, where are we going to go? Oh, I'm going in the bathroom.
Yeah. Right now.
And they were like, oh, I said, I'm about to give all of us facials. I had everything. They was like, oh my, and they were 30s and 40s. And they were like, oh my God, I've never had a friend day where we just sit and do facials in the house. Really? Everybody's so used to going out and doing money things. And it's like, girl, no, self-care. Connie is at home, literally with her feet in some Epsom salt and lavender oil, with a avocado mask on, depending on what's happening with my skin, a red clay mask, whatever is going on, scrubbing my doggone lips, cleaning up my eyebrows, making sure I'm good. Like, I don't even have time. I'm dating myself.
Yeah.
This is me. I'm going to do a massage, and then once I'm feeling all together, like possibly if I do go out and I want to be naked, I'm ready.
Yes. Yes.
And you learn to be like that when you get caught not ready.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Vaginal care, womb health, proper hygiene.
Yes.
Let's talk about it. So, questions. Bath or shower?
I am a shower girly, but I absolutely will soak in the tub. If you're going to soak in the tub, then you must soak in the tub with a little bit of Epsom salt. You only need about 1 cup, maybe 2. And I do not want you to put any essential oils in your water. None.
Why?
You don't need it. The yoni doesn't need it. If you feel like you need something else in there, you put some apple cider vinegar in there. You can get away with a bath bomb, a natural bath bomb. And then you can get Epsom salt that is scented. Dr. Till.
See, that's a young coach. What's up, Tasha? Because I'm going to tell you something. At 50, you need to soak your butt and your back, your knees and your ankles, your arms, your shoulders. I look at people sometimes, and when I see crusty elbows, dry elbows, I know that you're showering too much.
Well, see, here's the thing with the baths. You only have to be careful depending upon your pH balance and then what you're experiencing. So for our moist, wet girlies, she got to shower just a little bit more.
Man, if y'all don't go sit y'all behinds in some water, I love you, you shine. But I'm gonna tell you something. But this is the thing about bathing. What I think people don't know. You are not supposed to wash up and sit in dirty water.
No.
That's what you don't do.
No.
A bath is strictly for Epsom salt, apple cider vinegar, and I love you, Irene Johnson, baby. But Connie gonna put a cap full of bleach off in that water.
That's okay.
That's what my grandma told me.
You're allowed to. It's good for the skin as far as eczema and other things. So it's okay.
Yes. So I am all about it. Most people, they be like, what? Yeah,
No,
I'm
it's
doing
okay.
it. Yeah.
It's okay.
And I am going to sit and soak. I used to be able to sit longer in a tub before I started going through hot flashes, but now I used to could sit in a tub of hot water. I can't do that shit no more.
That's another thing. It doesn't need to be hot. It can be warm.
And that is
lukewarm.
actually, I feel like my skin, I have started more of a cold regimen with water, because now even when I wash my face in the morning, so I use my turmeric soap, and I come out, I do my retinol, my hydrolonic acid, and I have an ice bar, because normally I'm sweating.
Yes.
I'm like, oh God, you sweat. God, you sweating
Yeah.
over again. It's like ridiculous. So I literally take this ice bar and it melts over my face, and I made it with turmeric too.
Okay.
And my mother said it. She was like, "You got makeup?" I was like, "No, I think it's the turmeric water."
Hey.
Listen, do not play with turmeric, however you pronounce it. Turmeric water works.
It does.
I do not use any type of $150,000 face wash on my face. Like, I have literally used something I'm not going to say, because TikTok is destroying me.
Well, also, it's what you're putting internally into your organs,
Yeah, that is true.
because your body is constantly expelling through its organs, whether you want it to or not. So, like, for example, if you know you deal with adult acne, then you
Wash
have
your
to be
pillows.
careful. Oh yes, you have to
I
change
swear to
the
God, when I
pillow.
see people with adult acne, I think that their pillows are dirty.
That's not the case.
I mean, that's just what I'm saying. It may not be true. And I'm going to tell you guys something. Man, if these women are holding odors in their hair, give them a pillow.
Yeah.
I don't know who told y'all to have pillows for years. A pillow literally should be replaced at the max 3 months.
Okay, so that's a new amount. I've heard to change them once a year. I've heard every 6
Well, that's if
months.
you're investing. If you've invested in an $89.99 pillow, but if you went to Ross and got 2 pillows for $14.99, throw them in the garbage.
Yeah.
Because if you did not buy them last month, they are literally full of dust mites.
Yeah, a lot of people don't. They're not willing to sanitize or wash their pillows, so you definitely have to throw them away. But that's something an esthetician will tell you consistently.
Yes.
Like and first of all, your hair should never be touching your pillowcase. That is what
Man.
your scarves and bonnets are for.
Exactly. And I hate a freaking bonnet. I just say wash the pillowcases, replace the pillow.
Yeah.
Hello. That's what we're talking about today. We're talking about hygiene, cleanliness, body, safe, Vagicare, womb health. Okay. We're going to try to keep you where you need to be. I thought about it today too. I was looking at a cat. You don't like cats?
I like cats.
Well, why did you make that face?
I don't like the fur that go everywhere.
Well, it's different breeds of cats.
Yeah.
But one thing you will notice about a cat is they gonna stay clean. You ain't seen no dirty cat.
Yeah. They gonna stay wiping themselves and licking. Yeah.
You ain't gonna see no dirty cat.
Yeah.
They will sit there and they will clean themselves over and over and over and over, and they don't care who they will. I saw cats in the middle of the street. Like, hold on, before I go over here, let me handle the business. You know what I'm saying? But it was just like, wow. I never kind of like, this is the Yoni thing, and it's just like, because I'm thinking of like little cliches and things to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a cat. I know a few kittens though.
Right.
Like, I always have these little crazy little sayings that I'm saying, but definitely people, if you're not showering, definitely bathing. If you're not bathing, please shower, because hygiene is so important.
And shower before you take a bath and clean the tub out twice.
Oh, that's what I was saying. I got distracted. Right. Because I soak in the shower. I soak in the tub and then I shower afterwards.
Yes.
Because normally you get your skin is nice and supple, everything and kind of broke apart. Now you turn on that shower, you have that water, you're scrubbing, you're getting everything off and rinsing off and ending with cool, tepid water.
Yes.
Not hot. Especially if you're out here in the desert with us. It's dry. Like, chill out with all the hot water, y'all. We need to cool it off just a tad bit. Just, you know what I'm saying? For really cancer purposes.
Yeah.
Because we are so close. The UV rays are so close because where we live, if you are boiling yourself with water, eating improperly,
Yeah.
having all type of relations with all type of animals,
I'm not going to play with you today.
and wearing Dollar Tree lotion. I'm just like, I don't know. Like it's hard out here for you, you know?
Yes. So highlighting what you said with the baths, it is for soaking up your
purposes.
pores. Yes.
And
not cleaning.
no, literally like marinating your tail.
Yes. Yeah.
Especially if you got a partner and you engage in any level of play.
Yes.
I don't think a shower can really get all the play. Like I sell bedroom candy.
Mm-hmm.
There are some things a shower cannot reach.
Yes.
So how are you telling people to handle that? Because we not getting ready to do all this with no cotton.
Well, that's where steaming comes in, because it's non-invasive. You don't have to worry about too much moisture, and it's only going to extract what it needs.
Mm-hmm.
So after intercourse, before your cycle, and after your cycles are the common times that people are steaming. Like if they're coming just for maintenance, that is their main time of the month.
Okay. So now back to men. So let's talk about anal, men on men.
Mm-hmm.
Because I do have a friend of the LGBTQ plus he fuck with a whole bunch of other people. And I'm just joking. That was my first word. I said I wasn't gonna cuss. But how does this help with that sphincter, that anal gland, like the rectum? Like,
well, one,
because that's kind of like their womb.
So for men,
Or no, what did you call it?
so it is a lingam.
It
is the lingam.
No,
steam.
but you called it the opening. You didn't call it their womb. Or maybe my gay friend called it his womb.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think he called it his womb. He was
Okay.
like, that is my womb.
Okay.
Well, he said another word, but I'm using yoni.
There we go.
Okay.
So that area automatically gets steam. That's like the hidden gem.
Mm-hmm.
If I tell people that area is going to be steam, anal, they're like, oh no, I'm not going nowhere near this, because people get very
Gay
weird.
men?
No, it just men and women in general. They get very iffy about the idea of that whole area being touched, steamed, looked at, even with the doctors. Yeah, it's very taboo. So we're working on that with the community, because that needs to be clean.
Man, you need to come in and get a cleanse, especially if you are over the age of 40 years old and you're coming into your colonoscopy.
Yes.
And by the time you get up enough nerve to go to see the doctor, you're already in stage 3.
Yeah.
But guess what? If we could create a herb for you that could, you know what? Is this good for Crohn's disease too?
So Crohn's disease is more in the stomach. So that we would do for teas. Now, the gut does leak, because you can have leaky bowel and a couple other things that's going on. So yes, it is going to help, but that's where that swelling is going to come. When your prostate starts swelling, we're already like, why aren't you seeing the doctor? And then every time you go to the sauna, you're helping. It's similar to the process of getting a yoni steam, only you don't have your legs open and you're not able to get up in there. So that is why anal is so important when you're
Anal
doing
what?
With the yoni steam.
Okay, say that.
Yes.
Anal steam.
Anal
Okay.
steam.
I was like, wait, what?
It's an automatic
Look at me on camera.
process.
I'm like, what?
It's an automatic process with your yoni steam. So yes.
Right.
And for our gentlemen that are doing that, what's happening is when you go get steam, you're getting a deep cleanse, right?
Okay.
So your wand, now you went from cleaning it at home to now you can scrub. So there should
Scrub what?
the lingam. They should be using sugar scrubs.
Inside?
Not inside, because they only have one hole. but they should be scrubbing
around
with
the surface.
Yes, everywhere. The whole area, the cheeks, the lingam, the scrotum, everything needs to be scrubbed and cleaned.
Listen, Louie. Scrub your cheeks. Open up the doors. Flip the sheets.
You're gonna feel like a new man.
Ooh, to who? Them or him? Okay.
Both. You're gonna thank me later.
Bam,
You're gonna
chicka,
be like,
bam,
man.
bam. So listen here. If you are a part of the LGBTQ plus community, I encourage you to tap in to us. Can you put that link in there for me?
www.inspiredyoni.glossgenius.com.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, so we just tell you to just go to our
One more
process.
time. www.inspiredyoni.glossgenius.com.
And you know what? That's what I don't love about all these new like Square apps and all that. These POS systems. It
But
used
you
to
just
be
attach it onto your website. You know you can, and you
well,
don't
it's already on there. It's on
Well,
the
it's on
Yashawn
your
Inspire.
website.
So it's on YashawnInspires.com.
Okay. Yeah, YashawnInspire.com, and then they can click the link to schedule.
People lazy.
Yeah. But that's a lot. My friends got on me when they was like, girl, what is Intimacy Private and Cozy Events.com? We're not doing it. So I had to do the same thing to Intimacy Events. So,
Yes.
you know, they don't always see our vision.
Yes.
But anyway, guys, and men as well as women, if you are using 2 hose, men, if you are using 1, this is so essential for you. Please do not start the year off, okay, and come back and show up with that same Christmas bacteria at Valentine's.
Yes. Yes. And
Please.
Valentine's specials are going into effect in January. They will not be available February 1st. So y'all better be looking out.
Yeah, by February, if you are not conscious that we can help you, okay, then I don't know, babe. But definitely just tap into that. It's time to really, really take care of ourselves. We are really getting ready to get in the bed with this whole leadership thing here, because today I saw a recanted statement. You folks thought that the minimum wage was going to get raised, but he said he don't think so. He think you good at $7-8 an hour. So what I'm gonna say to you, if you know a black business and you do not pour into your black friends, I don't care what color you are. If you got a black friend, you better pour into them. You know what I'm saying? We need to support all businesses. But right now, systematically, I have to speak for the girl that looks like me. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Make sure you're showing up for your, I don't want to say that SMAA, because we're not. We think, baby.
Yes.
Support a business. Support a person in real business. Support somebody with a brick and mortar. Okay?
Yeah.
Stop looking for handouts.
Yeah.
I cannot take Nan's sad story that you tell me and pay a bill with it. Like, as much as I want to cater to all these events, if you don't have $1,500 flat, I don't even want to have a conversation with you.
Yeah.
This is not an hourly thing. No, go to Peer Space. Go rent someplace else for 1 or 2 hours, because there's so much work involved when that's not the only thing that you do. You know what I'm saying? So,
you get what you pay for.
Okay. And free is very expensive.
Yes. Yes. And it's just like with us. Yeah, you can go anywhere who's steaming at home or locally or for the hype, but here we care about your health.
In real life.
Yeah.
You know, in real life. And not afraid to have a conversation. We all have been sexually active. We all have had children. And none of us have only been with one person in our whole entire life. So
right.
You understand how things go. And a lot of times and I'm speaking to us as a culture, are afraid to have conversations about something that everybody is really doing.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. So everybody's like, oh my God, Connie, I can't believe you're doing yoni now. Well, yeah, because most of my friends are a little bit too friendly with their access. Mm-hmm. So I don't want to be like that. So I had to figure out, is something really wrong with me? No, it's not. It's just that I have a different alignment. I have a different assignment. I am on a different mission.
Yeah.
And a lot of things too is that I have actually experienced things before everybody. It seemed like I was the first person on earth to have children. I was the first person on earth who children went to school. I was the first to college. I was the first person on earth in my group, you know what I'm saying, because of the age range, and I was a young mother. And now, you know, I just celebrated my baby walking across the stage.
Congrats.
I'm so proud of him. Yes. Shout out to my son, Stefan Mitchell. He is now in A&P, which is an aviation mechanic. And I don't know what that piece is. Professional? I forgot. Sorry, son. But yes, he is looking for a job in Delta Airlines or Southwest. I heard is really, really good. He has talked to a few people in Boeing. But if you know anybody out there that is connected with Delta in the aviation mechanic department, please hit your girl up. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? Yoni steam on me.
Yup.
Okay. I'll even give you a hairstyle or whatever. Just get that baby the job. Okay. So, yeah. And shout out to my grandbaby because she got 102 on her ASL test. Nice. She like really big in sign language.
Okay. I saw some of your posts. Family doing big things. I love it.
Love my babies.
When mom is in her goddess state, the family follows. You want your man to snap back to reality, you got to snap back to reality.
Period. And you know what though, my son, and it's so crazy because my children are so much like me, but my oldest son is so funny because I'm always giving him a title. You know, like, where's your girlfriend? He like, I don't have a girlfriend. Like, stop saying that. And I'm like, God, like, I hope I didn't do that to you, you know, because I've always been driven to take care of children and not trying to create this relationship thing. And he was like, no, Ma, I have a plan, you know. And then him being a single parent, raising my granddaughter, just watching him go to school and her overachieving, like all of us are all about that level of education. And I'm just like, girl, you done laid golden eggs though.
Yes. And the last note with the men, because you said you wanted to speak to the men audience tonight, you know, with that lingam scene. Sometimes it's just a private space that no one else can access, that you have control over, that you can release emotions you didn't even know you were still attached to.
I'm gonna do that for my son because he was assaulted by the babysitter at 12.
Wow.
I brought her in my house. She was a sister of the babysitter, but she was like 16. He didn't tell me till he was like 18 because I was like having a sex conversation with him. And he was like, well, you know, the first time I was engaged was with April. And I was like, what? Who is that? You know, like, and he was like the babysitter. And I was like, what? Because she was there to babysit my younger son. Girl, I found her on Facebook and went off.
Yeah.
Like, but that's a whole nother topic. And we're going to come back and talk about it because you will be back here, not on the 1st, but on the 8th, because she'll be out of her follicular stage.
I will be out of my PMS stage.
Right. Well, no, we're going to use the proper term. Follicular stage. But once again, before we sign out, let them know where they can find you at.
Oh, you can find me at Inspired Yoni on Instagram, Facebook. We do have our youth girl group open for our Inspired Yoni girls. So make sure you add us on Facebook. You can also find me on my personal page, Yashawn Inspires. And again, we are at 2595 South Cimarron Road. So please come by. We have different promotions that are coming up. So make sure you tap in using Connie's code. It is her first name, Connie, and you'll be able to get your different discounts. So make sure you're checking the sites.
Yes, make sure you do that. And you already know who I am. I am your girl, Miss Connie LV. That's MISSCONNIE LV on all platforms of social media. Hit me up if you are interested in just being a better you. Okay, take that wig off, get your hair done, get your yoni steam, girl, and come on outside. Somebody looking for you. Have a great holiday if you celebrate paganism. Love ya. It's your girl, Miss Connie, coming to you every Wednesday at 5 p.m. discussing the levels of intimacy. What's your naked truth? Stay tuned in to stay turned on. See you at 5.